Okay, you guys, I'm doing a cold case, okay? And this case is on, this read, excuse me, this read is on a 10-year-old case. I think it's been over 10 years, okay? But this is on a little girl named Relisha Rudd, and I remember when it happened, okay? And I never forgot about that case, okay? She was an 8-year-old girl, and this was in, where was this? I'm thinking was this in Chicago? Okay, an 8-year-old girl, Relisha Rudd. She had two brothers. She was the oldest, and she came up missing. Then they were living in a homeless community, shelter, building, whatever, for the homeless at the time. And there was a janitor whose the mother was always letting her go with the janitor. And she went with the janitor one day, and they haven't saw them since, okay? When they went to go looking for the janitor, okay, they found him, he was staying in a hotel room, him and his wife, because the man was married. And when they went to the hotel room, come to find out, the wife was in there dead. He done killed the wife, okay? They went looking for him and the little girl. They haven't found the little girl. And they found him. I believe he was in a park, dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. This is what the story is, okay? They have not found Relisha Rudd yet, okay? And I think that there might have been some evidence that he may have gotten rid of the body by, you know how they put the body in some kind of solution to try to eat it up, like acid or something, to try to eat the body up or whatever. But they never found the barrel or whatever. Okay, they haven't found the girl. It's been this was in 2014. Okay, and I was looking at a video where they did an update, and the mom did not come on this time, but the dad, the stepfather, who was there at the time, and the grandmother interviewed. But the mom, I don't know what happened with her. Okay. So anyway, that's the backstory. Okay. Relisha Rudd. You can look it up. Little girl. Can you tell us what uh, went on with Relisha Rudd back in 2014? Little girl came up missing. Okay. She was only 8 years old. And the janitor of the apartment building who killed his wife and killed himself was the suspect. Okay. Can you tell us, I'm just, okay, what the energy is with Relisha Rudd and that whole incident of her coming up missing? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Okay? Yeah. What do you want us to know? Now, this is an old case, people, but still. Underneath it all, this reading, okay, is the Page of Swords in reverse, okay? So, this is the spy in the camp. In reverse, okay, this is bad news, okay, of lack of planning. This is underneath it all. And I believe what it is they don't have any more evidence than they had, okay? They don't have too much to go on. Lack of ideas, okay? No evidence. Let's see what the cards say. Okay, this right here is a Three of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so this deals with, okay, a lack of teamwork. Okay, this is one of those cards. There's some cards in this deck that are misprinted. I noticed that. This one says the same, a little of the same, what it says here. And it's not correct. Okay, but there was a lack of teamwork. Okay, in this case, or maybe with the parents, okay, and the grandparents, because they were suspect in this case anyway. Why are you letting this girl go, this little 8-year old go off with this grown man? The last time they were seen, I think he took her to Walmart to buy a swimsuit, and they have a picture of the little girl and the man walking down the hallway of the hotel and going into the room, and they ain't seen her no more. Okay, we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, and this talks about this card is the giving and taking. Okay, we're just going to take that under, it's in reverse. Okay, he took the girl's life. I'm gonna read it as that. Okay, we have the Chariot. Yeah. Okay, this went fast. Okay, because overcoming the obstacles and stuff like that, it makes sense, because when they were looking for him, they were able to, he was able to avoid them. He was able to hide the little girl where they couldn't, she ain't been found yet. And they found him because he killed himself in the park. Okay. So there was a release. We have the Eight of Swords in reverse. Okay. That was his escape from freedom. His escape, his freedom, his release. Okay. Killing himself. Seems like what this is telling us, okay? Because he didn't like what was being offered. He didn't want to face the music, okay? And now he killed his wife. They're pretty sure he killed the little girl, but they ain't found the little girl, if she's dead or alive, which I'm pretty sure she's deceased, okay? So, yeah, it was heartbreak, unwelcome change, emotional instability, okay? And that was with the mom, too, because apparently she was a crackhead. I don't know if the grandma was, too. But they were talking about he would give the mom money. The little boys, they interviewed her brothers, and they were talking about how that man would give the mom money. Okay, so we also have the, what is this, the Eight of Cups in reverse, okay? Yeah, so this right here is trouble accepting your lot in reverse, okay? He had a problem accepting what was going to be dealt to him behind that little girl, not to mention his dead wife in the hotel room. Okay, yeah, there it is. It's a done deal. Stick a fork in them. Okay, they're all deceased, I believe. Okay, I can take it. Matter of fact, yeah. So funny, because we have the Three of Pentacles. The wife, the man, and the little girl, all gone. We have the Ace of Swords, okay, in reverse. So going over the Chariot. The lack of evidence, okay? the lack of the people around it, like the mom and the grandmother, to be honest, because I felt like they knew the relationship with the girl and this man, or their relationship letting this man come and get this girl. Now, he wouldn't come get the boys. He only came and got the girl. He didn't come get the boys. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, there was an offer. Yeah, he was giving her money. I told you. And then we have the Fool. He took her innocence. He took her freedom. He took everything. Okay? And we have the Sun in reverse. We also have the Page of Wands. Okay? So the good news, or the ideas that this so-called Page of Wands is looking at, okay? The sun is going down on there, okay? Not to mention, okay, he's right underneath the Ten of Swords. Stick a fork in him. He's done. The Strength. We have the Strength card, okay? And this right here was in this man's mind, okay? He felt he was being brave by doing what he did as far as killing himself, okay? He thought it was a courageous, brave move in his mind, okay? And then we have the Six of Cups in reverse. So this right here is the bad memories, okay? The bad childhood. Letting go of the past. Trying to focus on the future. And growing up, leaving home. She wasn't able to do that. And he has some issues too. But not much apparently is known about this man. Okay, and then we have the Six of Wands, okay, in reverse. This is a loss of innocence. Right underneath the Fool, innocence, freedom, okay, it's a loss. It's a loss, you guys. Okay, so we're going to go in with true crime and see what true crime has to tell us about this cold case. Okay, what can you tell us about the case that we have before us of Relisha Rudd, who was missing? I believe it was May 14th in 2000, May 5th. It was in May of 2014. 14. Okay, 2014. What can you tell us? Can you clarify? Give us some clarification. What you want us to know about the disappearance of Relisha Rudd? What do you want us to know? We don't know. They don't know if the girl was being trafficked or what was going on. Okay, the parent, okay, she just took the money and ran out and got her drugs. Okay, and he would go off with the little girl. The little boys did not know because, like I said, he only took the little girl. So that's something right there. So let's see what's going down. So there was an intuition, okay? There was an intuition. Could be my intuition, somebody's intuition, that something wasn't right. It was jealousy. It says justice. Where the justice is going to come from, I don't know. That's interesting. Egos and the mountains. Okay? The mountains and aliens. A couple. Oh, you know what? I never thought about it like that. I wonder, because he killed the wife, but I wonder, did the wife, him and the wife have something to do with the little girl? I don't know. Because I think he beat the wife and killed her. I'm not sure. It was a long time ago. Natural disaster. Accomplice, partner in crime. I wonder, is that why he killed the wife? I wonder, did she know something? Regret. Power supply. Now, the power supply is my interpretation of the phone tower. Okay? And I wonder, did that hold some information? He felt trapped. The family. Says organized crime. And perversion. Party. A tunnel. Tunnel makes me think underground. Underground, hidden. Boat. Wow, I was just wondering, okay? And sure enough, came up because it said boat. I said, I wonder, is water. Sure enough, water. I wonder, is that where she's at? Or that's where she was put? And we have healing. And the caregiver. Okay, now the thing about the caregiver is he put himself in that position. He wasn't exactly a caregiver, but he would give the mama money, bring them some food, okay? And he took care of the building that the homeless people stayed in. He was the maintenance man or what, okay, and he would come fix stuff, okay? And he was particularly nice to this family. Yeah, I think he might have been in love with that little girl and was giving her gifts as well as the family. And then she came up missing, okay? And yes, there was a report filed, a missing persons report. Right, suicide. He killed himself. So he did kill himself. Yeah, they had a little secret going on. They had a little secret going on. Or he did. And then we have a man-made disaster. Yeah. He was traveling, doing some kind of traveling. Well, he was on the run. Okay. Now I don't know where he did from the. They don't know what happened from that hotel when that picture of that little girl going in the hotel room with him, and they don't know what happened after that. They showed them at the store shopping. They showed him walking down the hall carrying the bag, okay, because he said he was going to buy her a swimsuit. I guess they was going to go swimming. Girl, okay. And it ended up being a homicide. Wow. So it's interesting because people have come up with conspiracy theories, okay, and saying that they don't think the man killed himself or he killed his wife. They think it was, some other crime thing. Maybe so. What do you think? Okay, are you aware of this case? I think it is what it is. Okay, I think it is what it is. He was caught. I remember when that all went down. He was caught. They were on his behind. Okay, and he had nowhere to run. Okay, and he killed the little girl. She's gone. Sad to say, I feel that she's gone. She's just gone. Okay. So, with that said, give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. There's going to be more true crime. But most of all, stay blessed. Bye.